My name is Alice Igiro. I am the president and co-founder of Shenge Children Organization. This organization takes care of children living with disabilities from vulnerable communities. Specifically, we care for children in level 1 or who come from families that are in category 1 of Ubudehe, the lowest basically social class. So I was fortunate enough to do my undergrad studies in the UK, and while studying I also worked as a carer and worked with people with disabilities, young and old and the elderly, and basically just seeing the kinds of programs and systems in place for people with disabilities there, the level of respect and honor they're given really challenged me to think back home, how is the situation like? I don't even know if we have people with disabilities. If we do, where are they? How many are they? What kind of disabilities do they have? And so it really challenged me, you know, and it was a huge tug on my heart. When I returned, I knew that this is something I really wanted to do. And luckily, I was connected to a gentleman who is now my partner. He was already doing something like that, but at a very small scale, a very low-key person. And so I thought, hey, you know, I know the power of social media in times like this, and I am quite good with that. And I'm passionate, I have the experience, could we partner and do this thing together? And he was very, very welcoming to the idea. And so we put our efforts together, and Shenge was basically birthed like that. And our third partner is called Fedes Morisa. She lives in the UK. She also works with children with disabilities. And so it's basically people who have a shared passion, a bit of experience here and there. And yeah, that's how it was birthed. It really opened my eyes to the different kinds of problems we have in society. It's very easy to focus on your own problems and what you're going through or the people around you. But then it's as if people with disabilities live in a different world or society, and yet we're in the same area or vicinity. And so it really opened my eyes to begin to pay extra attention to people around me, look for the people with disabilities and understand the kinds of challenges they face on a day-to-day. And so our society, be it in Rwanda, East Africa, all around, you know, the area of disability is still very vague-ish, if I could say. No one really understands the kinds of programs or support that these people can be given. Not that no one understands, but it's still at a very small scale. And so to raise awareness in that area or to understand that became a personal challenge for me to really pursue that and see the best way possible that we can support them. I remember as we started, it was very challenging for us to even get the kids from their parents, because they were thinking, you know, first of all, most of the kids we have are from single mom families. You know, husband and wife are together, they give birth, the husband realizes this child has disabilities or special needs, and then they flee. Most of the families, that's what happens. The husbands leave, and then this mother who lives under $2 a day is left with maybe 5 kids, including one with disabilities, to cater for them. So there's the poverty challenge, then there is a mindset challenge of people abandoning their children. We've had cases or heard of cases where these children are killed, they're thrown or abandoned, you know, because the families think this is too much for me. And then there is a thing of stigmatization around people with disabilities. And in our specific societies, they tend to be labeled as either bewitched or debil. They don't even know the names. They don't even know the diagnosis or the specific disability that the person has. So now to begin to train the parents and help them understand, this is the kind of disability that your child has. And just because they have this does not mean they are incapable of performing or doing anything at all. And so we show them that we basically have to deal with that issue of the mindset, be it for the parents, the society around them. You find most of them are bullied and they drop out of schools, or you find schools do not have the necessary or relevant teachers for people with special needs. And so generally there's still the issue of awareness of the fact that the disabilities are here, they're present, we have them in our society, and the different ways they can be supported, and then the issue of poverty. For families that are already living in poverty, having someone with disabilities then drives that poverty even deeper because they have a lot of medical needs and care, extra care. Basically, the usual things you would do for yourself or you would do for the normal people, for the person with disabilities, it goes an extra mile. Yeah. You know, as a charity organization or NGO, we heavily rely on donor funds or sponsorship from external parties, and so crowdsourcing has been a huge challenge for us. Or sometimes people think it's a scam and they say, you know what, I don't know who these people are. I'm not sure if I give my money, it's going to do the thing they say it's going to do. And so the part of reliability, I believe Save Plus, you know, the likes of GoFundMe, people easily believe anything that's on GoFundMe, not just because it's popular, it's well known, but then there is credibility behind that too. And so I think it's going to facilitate for us the crowdfunding part. It will be a platform that people can trust. It's reliable, and basically it will remove the burden from us as well of having to carry the money ourselves, you know. So for the part of transparency, accountability, I believe it's going to help us a great deal.